wanted to thank everybody for joining us today. As usual, I'll just start by saying I always appreciate at this event seeing everyone who's come through the UK programs, how they become leaders in the profession, and find myself humbled sitting at least in a virtual room with all of you and helping to lead the continually transformed profession, Paul's legacy. This year, I've had good cause to think a good bit about Dr. Parker and how we might turn to his guidance in the midst of this global pandemic. I found myself coming back really to two of his central beliefs that he expressed in his writings over the years. The first of these is the idea that pharmacists should be socially responsible and patient and drug oriented. And the second is that our work ought to be rooted in kindness. So, what are we seeing today, this year, this last 9 months? People really struggling to understand this epidemic, community members struggling with how to be healthy, medical professionals with how to treat patients and how to maintain their effort through the difficult days. And I think everyone's struggling with more work, less community, and a situation that seems constantly tenuous. So, on a lot of bad days, a lot of those people wind up talking to their pharmacists, asking questions like, should I wear a mask? Which one? Should I get tested? What are the right drugs to treat this patient, or what drugs should I take if I'm feeling sick? Should I get vaccinated when vaccines are available? And if so, when? How long is it going to last? Just a lot of questions, many of which most of us don't have the answers to. So what should we be doing? Well, I think Paul told us we need to step up and lead with the best understanding we have available and do that with empathy and rigor and kindness. That's what he would have wanted. That's the way he built the Kentucky program. And it's the way we trained every student and resident who is sitting here today. So I find it comforting that he looked out this far. I'm sure he didn't see this pandemic coming, but he saw the importance of us rooting firmly in the profession and providing our expertise with knowledge and care to everyone who needed it, whether it was other medical professionals or patients or one another. And I think we see that legacy every time we get together, and we see it in the way we train all those around us. So I'll give you a brief update about the college in a minute, but I just wanted to recognize the person we're honoring with this event, Dr. Cindy Stowe, who's this year's Parker Award recipient. It's well-deserved, and I have to say I had the enjoyable occasion of meeting Cindy as one of the first alumni of the program I met when I took this deanship, and getting to know her well and enjoying her presence in my professional spheres. She's a triple, graduating from the college and then doing both a general and pediatric residency here. And she takes the legacy with her wherever she goes, Arkansas and Sullivan most notably. So I'll just tell you a couple things about Cindy because you're going to hear more from others and her, and you can read about her in the program. First thing is she's struck me really as somebody who's a passionate advocate for advancement of practice and really doing that through what I would call functional equity, which is to say she expects everyone around her can contribute and will contribute to the best of their abilities. She pushes everyone in her sphere to excel, and she takes no guff from anyone if they don't live up to the fullness of what they can bring to the table. So I think that's made her an extraordinary representative for Kentucky, and she continues to really live at that level. I'll just share one other thing with you. Cindy and I have a shared passion for UK baseball. Cindy loves every single sport. Sometimes I think she bought her baseball tickets just for the K points, but we share adjoining seats, and on the rare days we get to share them. It's good to see her. So you can read about everything else in the program and enjoy her telling you about herself in a bit. So I'll finish up just with a couple college highlights. On the mundane side, despite the year, we're still maintaining our enrollment where we want it to be, with great students coming in and growing out. And we managed this year to increase our research funding yet again, despite everything that's been going on. I just wanted to highlight a few ways we've responded this year to the epidemic, including direct patient education, making hand sanitizer for the hospital and the clinics, distributing masks to most of you and all of our students and faculty and a lot of other people who needed them, helping with the state COVID hotline. And most of us helping in 100 other little ways, day in and day out over the years. I'm sure all of you have done as well. I'll highlight one piece of this that I think illustrates elegantly this particular group of people, and that is that we collaborated with UK Healthcare Pharmacy, College of Nursing, the University Health Services, and the Provost's office this fall to run a campus-wide flu vaccination campaign for everyone, students, faculty, and staff. It's the first time we've done that at that scale. And we managed to get more than 65% of the people on our campus vaccinated between October and November. And I will say we did that after less than 6 weeks of planning. And it's really a credit to our new Chief Practice Officer, Brooke Hudspeth, who led this effort on behalf of the college, that we were able to pull that off on that short a time frame and ensure that we had good flu vaccination rates among all of our constituencies. So it's yet another way of stepping up, bringing practice to the table, getting it to the people that need it the most, and part of the Parker legacy. So I look forward to continuing that legacy of shaking things up, advocating for patients, and making an impact in the community. I look forward to doing that with all of you. And I'll thank you there and stop and hand over.
Thank you, Dean Guy. Good morning to everyone and welcome to the virtual luncheon. My name is Jeremy Flynn, and I'll be speaking on behalf of the Department of Pharmacy this morning. Just a little bit about myself. I was lucky enough to graduate from the UK College of Pharmacy and complete a residency a few years back now. I'm R265, and I had the pleasure of completing my PGY1 under now Dean Kelly Smith in my critical care residency with Dr. Jimmy Hatton. After that, I spent a couple of years in a lab with Scott Akers, enough time to know that a two-man lab was not my career path. So I've spent about 15 years with the cardiothoracic surgery service here at UK. And for the last 2 years, I've been lucky enough to lead as the Director of Clinical Pharmacy Services here at UK. Today I'm representing our entire leadership group, which includes Gary Johnson, who is now the Vice President for Innovation for UK Healthcare, Philip Almeida, our Chief Pharmacy Officer, and Ryan Nossman, our Senior Director for Acute Care Services. Those three gentlemen, along with Kimberly Height, our Senior Director for Med Safety, have led our department through what has obviously been a very challenging year. Typically, Ryan would be giving this welcome, but he and his wife welcomed their third child on Saturday. So he was unable to attend, but sends his welcome as well. Just some updates on UK healthcare for over this past year. As I'm sure everyone who's attending the global pandemic from COVID-19 has presented many challenges. And on behalf of our entire leadership team, we're extremely proud of the way all of our teams have met those challenges throughout the continuum of care. With our specialty pharmacy programs and retail, they've continued to experience growth during this difficult time and reach more and more patients under the direction of Dan Grants and Debbie Duckworth. Our retail locations have expanded hours. They've expanded their mail order services and reworked virtually every aspect of operations to maximize the safety of their patients and of their team. And they continue to hit record volumes, even despite all those challenges. Dr. Haidt, again, the Senior Director of Medication Safety, Utilization, Value, with her teams have really led many aspects of our response, rethinking drug delivery and policy to minimize unnecessary entry into the rooms and to protect our staff as much as possible. The infectious disease group led by Donna Burgess has been faced with an overwhelming amount of new data coming out what seems like daily. They've been able to digest that literature and update our institutional guidelines for the management of the patients and are playing a pivotal role in transition to planning for antibody treatments, which we just started on Tuesday of last week, and ultimately the distribution and administration of vaccine products. As with many cases, and I'm sure all of you experienced over the years, pharmacy's been able to take a leadership role in all of these responses, and our ID group has been wonderful. Another key aspect of John LeBoon and our supply chain group have met many challenges as well. They're assuring our practitioners have the medications that they need and have been navigating the supply chain intricacies of all of the new treatments as they become available, leading up to the vaccines, of which last week we were the test site for delivery of the Pfizer vaccine for the state of Kentucky. We didn't receive the vaccine itself, but did receive the shipping crate that it will be contained in with dry ice due to its storage issues, logging into the system for stock, etc. Phyllis Schwederman leads our oncology and Kentucky Children's Hospital group, and they've had a continued growth. We've expanded our oncology services in the partnership with Lexington Clinic to a site across town, as well as in Richmond, Kentucky. The Lexington Clinic location here in Lexington is actually moving this week to a new site in our Turfland location. So it seems like almost constant change there. We're also remodeling the pediatric satellite as it continues to expand. For those of you who remember the hospital, the NICU now takes up the same footprint as what the cafeteria, as well as all of the adult ICUs in Pavilion HA used to sit. So lots of expansion, and Philip was able to obtain and squeeze out a little bit more room for the pharmacy itself up on the 4th floor, which is badly needed. And then we're also renovating what used to be the old central pharmacy on the 2nd floor, that is now transitioning from, it was a specialty area. They've moved off-site to a new facility across town, and that will become essentially a large oncology satellite for both operations as well as some office spaces and workspaces. Very proud of all of the acute care teams and their response to this epidemic. Been so impressed with the bravery and commitment that everyone has shown. Our pharmacists, residents, technicians, and all of our support staff were willing to step up and meet the challenges, volunteered to fill many roles within the system, even though they knew it would put them in harm's way with the virus. Our emergency medicine services led by Abby Bailey, and home critical care with Aaron Cook, as well as our internal medicine group with Kelsey Utah-Veroff, carried really the majority of the load for COVID care here, but our entire department has really stepped up and done extremely well. The residency program included, I feel like all of the graduates would continue to be proud of the way the residents have handled themselves and have stepped up and played a vital role throughout this year as well. Moving into the recruitment season, which will be throughout this week in a strange new virtual world. We will be recruiting for 32 residents, and Amanda will be providing some information in regards to that and leading roll call. And just to warn some of you before we get there, the R numbers have now surpassed 540. So they tend to climb a little bit faster with 32, but it does make me feel my age a little bit more. I also wanted to take just a minute to recognize Mrs. Terry Dawson, who continues to be the glue that holds our department together. She was recently recognized for 35 years of service here at UK Healthcare, and last year finished as a top 5 finalist for the Outstanding Staff Award that encompassed the entire University of Kentucky campus. Terry is like family to many of us, and I'm sure she would love to hear from many of you if you haven't talked with her recently. And lastly, from the healthcare standpoint, we signed on to convert over our electronic medical record to Epic and are well underway. It seems like the entire year, if we haven't been spending it on COVID, it has been with the transition to Epic. And we are slated to go live on June 5th of 2021. So if you are planning a visit, that weekend might not be the best one. It's going to be all hands on deck as we're going live with that system across the enterprise. In closing, I just wanted to reiterate how proud we are of our entire pharmacy team. It really is an extraordinary group that continues to put patients first, meet seemingly impossible challenges. As a leadership team, we'll continue to strive to support their professional and personal well-being to the best of our ability and to provide them with a work environment where they feel supported and respected and safe. I also wanted to offer my own congratulations to both Dr. Hatton, who was last year's award winner. Very proud to have completed my residency and been able to work alongside her over the past several years. And to Dean Stowe, who is this year's recipient of this prestigious award. Well, I don't think I've gotten the pleasure of meeting you, Dean Stowe. I do have 2 very proud Arkansas alums in my family. My wife, Julie, and her brother, George Davis, but I will leave the calling of the hogs to the professionals. So thank you for your time. And if any of you are in Lexington and would like to stop by and see the hospital, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'd like to hand over to Dr. Amanda Van Meter, our chief resident for this year, for a few comments and to lead our roll call. Thank you.
Thanks, Jeremy. My name is Amanda Van Meter. I am a PGY2 in cardiology and chief resident for our group of 31 residents now. We've added a couple in the AmCare world this year, and I think really the most noteworthy thing for me to discuss shortly is the fact that the residents have come together so well in the time of COVID, where we really are unable to connect in a social way together personally in the same room even. However, we have really become creative through Zoom, through various ways to recognize each other, to make sure that we continue to have connections throughout the year. It is a work in progress, but I'm very proud of my colleagues, and hopefully you'll get to see some of their faces today. So without further ado, when I call your R number, go ahead and unmute, say your name, your title, and where you live and work. And I'll start us off. My name is Amanda Van Meter. I am PGY2 in cardiology, chief resident, and I live in good old Lexington, Kentucky. So we will get started with R2.
Good afternoon. I'm Greg Chudzik. I'm R2. I live in Bristol, Tennessee. What do? I'm retired. What's my current title? My 7 great grandchildren call me Great Papa, and that's the title I'm most proud of.
R3. Is R3 with us? Okay. R5.
R5, that's me, Tom Humphreys. I live in Alexandria, Virginia. Currently retired after having worked 38 years for the Inova Health System in the Northern Virginia area.
R8.
Oh my goodness, R8, you skipped over everybody else, huh? I'm Doug Miller, and I currently live in O'Fallon, Missouri, which is just outside of St. Louis. And I've retired a couple of times, but currently I'm still doing some consulting data analysis with VSON.
Thank you. And my apologies, if I skip over your R number, it's because I'm reading from a list of RSVPs. So if you have any late additions, feel free to put them in the chat and I will do my best to keep watch over it. R11 is our next R.
Jeff Baldwin. I'm in Omaha, Nebraska. I'm a retired professor at the University of Nebraska College of Pharmacy after 46 years on faculty.
R11, who is also our 2010 Paul Parker Award winner.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I got off on my numbers. I apologize. I'm supposed to also be announcing Paul Parker Award winners. I didn't realize. So Dr. Miller is our 2005 award winner and Dr. Baldwin is our 2010 award winner. And yes, Dr. Baldwin, we did hear you. Thank you very much. So next is R12.
Yes, I'm Denny Briley and I live in Olathe, Kansas, which is just south of Kansas City. And I also am retired from being a pharmacy informaticist for 40 years, installing and implementing pharmacy systems, and put the first pharmacy system at the University of Kentucky in 1974. Have 2 grandkids and that's my proudest thing. And I'm the oldest living pharmacy informaticist.
Amazing. R15.
I am Sam Shelton, and if my memory serves me right, I am R15. I have been retired for about 11 years from community pharmacy, where I served in Shelton Pharmacy for several years, and then joined H&S Pharmacy until retirement. As Greg said, my most important title is Papa for my grandchildren.
R22 in 2016 Paul Parker Award winner.
Hi, everyone. I'm Gil Burkhardt. I'm Associate Director for Pediatrics in the Office of Clinical Pharmacology at the USFDA. I'm in Washington, D.C.
R32 and 1997 Paul Parker Award winner. Is Jim here?
He's not.
Okay, thank you. R37. R42 and 2012 Paul Parker Award winner.
Good afternoon. My name is Dwayne Kirking. I live in Ann Arbor, Michigan. I had a reasonable, successful career in academia at the College of Pharmacy and School of Public Care, but retired early to do volunteer boards and activities which keep me busy now.
R55 and 2014 Paul Parker Award winner.
Hi, Dan Canifax. I'm the Chief Medical Officer at a biopharmaceutical company. I live in Half Moon Bay, California.
R63 in 2015 award winner.
I'm Ken Rickard, and I'm still kicking in my 42nd year at the University of Kentucky College of Pharmacy. I'm R63, as you said. You can't see this, but it's a suppository with my R number on it. Everybody ought to get one of these things.
R69.
Yes, Bill Bird, currently in Lexington, Kentucky. I retired back from 30 years in Overland Park, Kansas, and a member of the best class ever, according to Paul Parker. Thank you.
R75.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mike Cates. I'm at the University of Arizona College of Pharmacy in Tucson, Arizona, professor and director of residency programs and also our international programs. And my suppository is bigger than Canifax's, so I'm not sure what that means. But anyway, this is the one we got in our class.
R76 in 1998 Paul Parker Award winner.
Hi, Don Latender, Dean and Professor at the University of Iowa, and following in the footsteps of my colleague, Mike Cates, proudly displaying my suppository. It's great to be with everyone.
R77.
Hello, this is Jose Rivera, R77. I'm a dean at the University of Texas at El Paso College of Pharmacy or School of Pharmacy. And I'm in El Paso, Texas. So the campus that you can see in the picture is Bhutanese architecture in the Southwest, which is very unusual. And across at the end of that picture, you see Juarez, the Ciudad Juarez, Mexico. So that's how close we are. It's wonderful to see some of my classmates in this group, Miguelito, Birdman, I see Canifax. That's wonderful to see you guys. I hope to see you soon.
R98 and Paul Parker Award winner.
Hi, this is Rusty May. I'm from North Augusta, South Carolina, right across the river from Augusta, Georgia, where I'm a clinical professor and associate department head at University of Georgia College of Pharmacy, the Augusta campus. R98, great to be here and see all these familiar faces. It's absolutely wonderful.
R103 in 2007 Paul Parker Award winner.
Hi, our colleagues. I'm R103, and I'm Distinguished Professor and Associate Dean for Research and Graduate Education at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill Eshelman School of Pharmacy. I'm also the lead PI of our NIH-funded UNC Duke Collaborative Clinical Pharmacology Training Program. I'm most proud of our 3 sons, one of which is a UK grad. And I wanted to thank Dean Guy and team for the UK masks that Ken and I wear proudly, even in Chapel Hill.
R139. We skipped a few, so Kathy might not have been ready. All right, I'm going to move forward. R151 in 2019 Paul Parker Award winner.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jimmy Hatton Kolpak, and I am a professor at the University of Kentucky. I am in Lexington, Kentucky, and currently have the opportunity to participate as the serve as president of the American College of Clinical Pharmacy this coming year. And I think what I'm most excited about, besides the personal gifts that I've been allowed to have as a grandmother, Mimi, and 2 wonderful children, is just the opportunity to teach and be a part of the program at the University of Kentucky as a faculty member. So it's great to see everyone today. Excited to honor Cindy soon.
R153. R157.
Sarah Miller, University of Montana School of Pharmacy. I live in Missoula, Montana. I've been here for 32 years.
R169. R182.
Hi, Corinda Field, R182. I'm currently living in St. Petersburg, Florida, where I've been at the University of Florida for the last 10 years. I've had kind of a circuitous journey, but landed here, and I'm serving as an associate professor and assistant director for experiential education where I head up preceptor development and serve as a lead regional coordinator for our group of regional coordinators. And I still teach in critical care topics in the curriculum. So good to see everybody.
R187.
Hi, I'm Donald Woodward, Associate Dean at Rutgers at the Ernest Mario School of Pharmacy, where I've been since I left Kentucky. And I'm R187. Thanks.
R189. R192. R195.
You're muted, Mark. Come on, man. You've been mossed.
Thank you, Cindy. I do this every day when I'm teaching online too. I apologize. I live in Monmouth Junction, New Jersey, and I'm an associate professor and chair of the Department of Pharmacy Practice and Administration with the Ernest Mario School of Pharmacy. Congratulations, Cindy, my partner in crime, and it's great to see everyone.
R197. If you all see that somebody's trying to talk and I move forward, please stop me. R198.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Susan Gooden, R198. I am in Cranford, New Jersey. After 25 years in academia with Rutgers Robert Wood Johnson Medical School and the Cancer Center, I transitioned over to the Johnson & Johnson Janssen Research and Development Group, where I am the head of pharmacy practice. Yes, in a pharmaceutical company, there is such a concept, patient and investigator engagement, and I also lead innovation. And I am thrilled to see everybody and to be here today to celebrate Dean Stowe on her award and achievement.
R200.
Hi, I'm Denise Roney. I'm R200. I'm a distinguished professor and associate dean of education and learning innovation at UNC Eshelman School of Pharmacy, and also director of the Office of Next in Education at the School of Pharmacy. I am so excited to see my good friend and my longtime partner in crime, starting back to undergraduate school. Cindy received this much deserved honor today. So good to see everyone.
R201 in 2020 Paul Parker Award winner.
Well, it's a thrill to be here. A bit surprising, but certainly honored. Cindy Stowe, I'm the dean at the College of Pharmacy at the University of Arkansas for Medical Sciences College of Pharmacy, and just super thrilled to be here. Most of the time I'm located in Little Rock, but I do make trips to Fayetteville on occasion. And it is true to Kip's point, maybe I did buy those baseball tickets for the K points because one day I want to have season tickets for the basketball games. I do have season tickets this year, which, you know, is odd to be in Rupp Arena with only about, 4,000, 5,000 of your closest friends. So go Cats. And again, I enjoy being here and seeing everybody. It's a thrill. Thank you.
R205.
Good afternoon. This is Sherry Baker, and I am R205. I'm a medical science liaison with Immune Therapeutics in the area of allergy and immunology. And the exciting thing is it gets me back to my pediatric roots with my training days with Dr. Kuhn and Cindy and others. And so I'm excited because I'm helping to support patients with peanut allergy. I'm currently residing in Ocala, Florida, and just want to say a big congratulations to Cindy. It's well deserved.
R208. R209. R213.
Good afternoon, folks. George Davis, R213, and I'm in my 25th year at the University of Kentucky in different roles. Currently, UK Healthcare Antithrombosis Stewardship Program Coordinator and Adjunct Professor at the UK College of Pharmacy. And Cindy, you're one of the first people I met when I interviewed for my residency, and as a former alum of University of Arkansas for Medical Sciences, I'm very excited that you've won this award. Thank you.
R225.
I wasn't quite ready. Oh, is it echoing?
A little bit.
Shoot. Let's see. Can you still hear me? Oh, I'm sorry. I won't talk. I'll type. Sorry about that.
No problem. R226.
Hi all, this is Gretchen Brophy. I'm a professor at the VCU, Virginia Commonwealth University Medical College of Virginia School of Pharmacy in the Department of Pharmacotherapy and Outcome Science and Neurosurgery. And I've been here for 24 years, came here after residency, and am the past president of the Neurocritical Care Society. And congratulations to Cindy once again, kudos.
R242.
Hey, good afternoon. This is Frank Romanelli, R242. I'm one of those people like George that never left. I'm on my 21st year at UK as professor and associate dean for academic programs.
R243.
Hi, Jennifer Shellis, R243, Associate Dean for Student Affairs at the University of Tennessee Health Science Center College of Pharmacy. And I just want to say congratulations, Cindy. I think one of the most important things Cindy taught me very early on when I finished my residency was how to stop calling Dr. Kuhn, and start calling him Bob. So I'll never forget that, Cindy. Congratulations.
R245.
Hi, I'm Liz Qua. I'm Associate Dean at the University of Houston College of Pharmacy in my 20th year down here. And congratulations, Cindy. So proud of you.
R248.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sarah Browse, and I currently live in Abilene, Texas. I'm professor and regional dean at the Texas Tech School of Pharmacy in Abilene. I'm also a heart failure clinical pharmacy specialist at Hendrick Medical Center in Abilene. And I'm in my 16th year at Texas Tech with a 5-year stint back at UK in between 2 stints at Tech. So congratulations, Cindy. It's exciting.
R255.
Hey, I'm Jennifer Gorell, and I'm R255. I live in Charleston, West Virginia, and I'm the director of pharmacy at Charleston Area Medical Center, Charleston Women and Children's Hospital. And I have 2 fabulous kids, Katie, who's 16, and Jack, who is 14. Congratulations, Cindy.
R258.
Hey everybody, Dave Fiola, R258. I'm an associate professor and director of graduate studies here at UK. Congrats, Cindy.
R265.
Hello again, Jeremy Flynn, R265. In addition to the Director of Clinical Services here at UK, since Jimmy and Ken don't get to visit us at the hospital as often, I've become known as the historical perspective. Also a proud dad of 2 teenage daughters, and I was lucky enough to be the RPD for the critical care residency for a few years. I had 20 residents, and they got me the suppository 2.0, which thankfully was not administered in the traditional fashion.
R267. R274.
Hello, my name is Sherry Tokumaru. I'm R274 and faculty at the University of Hawaii at Hilo College of Pharmacy. I reside in Honolulu, Hawaii. Congratulations, Cindy.
R275.
Hey everyone, it's great to see everybody on the call today. I'm R275, I'm Aaron Cook. I'm a coordinator at the University of Kentucky Department of Pharmacy Services, and I'm the PGY1 Residency Program Director.
R276.
Hi, I'm Kim Darty. I'm the Assistant Dean of Academic Affairs and Assessment at Sullivan University College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences in Louisville, Kentucky, and congratulations, Cindy, very well deserved.
R278. R280.
Hi, everybody. Sarah Smith. I am a professor at St. John's College of Pharmacy in Queens. Practice site is Manhattan, but the past 7 months I've been way out Long Island practicing from home. And I actually got to work with Cindy for about 3 years at Sullivan College of Pharmacy. So well-deserved award. And I look forward to more of your leadership in teaching our students. I gained so much from her. Good to see everybody.
R282. R284.
Hello, everybody. My name is Craig Martin. I'm R284, currently professor and associate dean for operations at the UK College of Pharmacy. I stuck around like Aaron and Jeremy and several others, and have been at UK for somewhere in the neighborhood of 20, 21 years, something like that. So great to see everyone.
R296. R303.
Hi, I'm Kim Novak. I'm a clinical specialist in pulmonary medicine and the PGY2 pediatric residency director at Nationwide Children's Hospital in Columbus, Ohio. Congratulations, Cindy. It's great to see a Bob Kuhn resident win this award.
R314.
Hello, I'm Pete Johnson. I'm a professor and President's Associate Presidential Professor at University of Oklahoma College of Pharmacy, and also PEDS PGY2 Residency Director and Clinical Pharmacist at the Oklahoma Children's Hospital at OU Health. And I agree with Kim. Congrats very much, Cindy.
R326.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Zach Ramsey. I currently reside in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where I'm currently the lead clinical pharmacist at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia and the PGY1 and PGY2 programs director. And more importantly, we're happily be adding to that list of roles husband to R373, Susan Morrington, in June. Happy holidays, everybody, and congratulations, Cindy.
R366.
Hi, my name is Melissa Nestor. I'm R366. I currently live in Lexington, Kentucky, where I work as a critical care neuropharmacist. I didn't stay, but I did leave and was happy to come back to work at UK.
R369.
Hey everyone, I'm Katie Ruff. I'm R369. I'm currently at UK Healthcare and am one of the associate directors for Pharmacy Value and Analytics. Congratulations, Cindy.
R375.
Hey everyone, I'm Heather Reese. I live in Franklin, Tennessee. I'm the Senior Director of Pharmacy Services at Community Health Systems, and I'm proud to announce that I verbally accepted an offer to be promoted to Vice President of Pharmacy Services in the beginning of the year. So very excited about that. And Cindy, I will have to reach out to you and ask you for advice on how to stop calling Dr. Kuhn, Dr. Kuhn. I have an email from yesterday proving that I can't do it yet. Congratulations.
R385.
Hey everybody, I'm Sarah Parley. I'm one of the trauma and surgery ICU pharmacists. I'm also an adjunct assistant professor at the UK College of Pharmacy. So trailing in the footsteps a long way of staying on since residency with several other folks. So the last time I got to participate in a live Parker award session was from my PGY2. So I'm happy that we were able to do this year.
R394.
Hey, my name is Abby Bailey. I'm the current clinical coordinator for the emergency medicine team. We have 24/7 pharmacists at Chandler, and then we have a team of pharmacists at Good Samaritan. And I'm currently the PGY2 program director as well at the University of Kentucky.
R423.
Hi, my name is Megan Fritz. I currently reside just outside of Lexington, Kentucky, and I'm currently an internal medicine clinical pharmacist at UK Hospital, as well as the PGY2 RPD for the internal medicine program.
R432.
Sorry, it went backwards on me. I got confused. I was like, oh, I was skipped. Anyway, I'm Allison Butts. I live in Lexington, Kentucky. I'm the clinical coordinator for the medical oncology pharmacy team, as well as the RPD for the PGY2 HEMONC program.
Hey everybody, my name is Beth Katie and I practice in infectious disease.
R436.
Hey everyone, this is Zach Knoll, currently an assistant professor at the University of Maryland School of Pharmacy and cardiology clinical specialist at the University of Maryland Medical Center in Baltimore, Maryland.
R439. R447.
Hi, everybody. This is Sarah Cotner, R447. I work at the University of Kentucky. I'm one of the ID antimicrobial stewardship pharmacists, and I'm also the assistant program director for the ID PGY2 program.
R454. R464.
Hi, everyone. My name is Dina Ali. I am one of the trauma surgery ICU pharmacists at UK Healthcare, and I'm also the assistant program director for the PGY1 residency program. Congratulations, Cindy.
R478. R485. R502. R511.
Hi, everyone. My name is Christian Christine. I'm R511. I live in Lexington, Kentucky. I work at the University of Kentucky Healthcare as a critical care pharmacist in the evening, covering our neuro and pulmonary ICU patients.
R512.
Hi everyone, my name is Katie Landmesser. I'm the current PGY2 ID resident and I live here in Lexington, Kentucky.
R519.
Hi everyone, I'm Jackie Dempsey. I'm currently a PGY2 in critical care at the University of Kentucky.
R520.
Hi, my name is Maggie English. I'm the PGY2 specialty pharmacy and administration resident at the University of Kentucky.
R521.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sally Jagelski, and I'm the current PGY2 in medication use safety and policy. I live in Lexington, Kentucky.
R523.
Hi, I'm Catherine Robinson, and I'm currently completing my PGY2 in clinical pharmacogenomics at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, and I live in Memphis, Tennessee.
R524.
Hi, everyone. My name is Heather Rucker. I'm the current PGY2 internal medicine pharmacy resident at UK in Lexington, Kentucky.
I am R525, so we'll skip to R526.
Hi, everybody. I'm Bryson Westerfield. I'm the current PGY2 admin resident here.
R527.
Hi, everyone. My name is Natalie Conley. I am one of the current PGY2 residents in pediatrics at UK Healthcare.
R528.
Hello, my name is Megan Cummins, and I'm the other PGY2 pediatric pharmacy resident here at UK Healthcare in Lexington.
R535.
Hi, everyone. I'm Maggie Schaefer. I'm currently one of the PGY2s in ambulatory care pharmacy here at UK Healthcare.
R536.
Hi, everyone. My name is Bethany Tabling, and I'm the other PGY2 ambulatory care resident here at UK in Lexington, Kentucky.
R537. R539. R541.
Hi, my name is Mary Riley. I'm a current PGY1 pharmacy resident at UK Chandler.
R542. R543.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jerry St. James. I'm the current PGY1 specialty pharmacy admin resident.
R544.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jenny Thomas. I'm one of the current PGY1 residents here at UK.
R545.
Hi, guys. My name is Allie Wiegand, and I'm also a current PGY1 pharmacy resident at UK this year.
And we do have the 2013 Paul Parker Award winner here as well.
I think that's me.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I'm Mary Ensom, and it's great to see all of you. I live in Vancouver, British Columbia. I'm Professor Emerita at UBC. That means I'm retired. I have no R number, but I am a former faculty member. I was also unit dose tech under the preceptorship of R5, Tom Humphreys. Hi, Tom. The first fellow of R53, that's Bob Bluen, and also proud mama of R404 and proud mother-in-law of R405, Hannah and Eric Johnson. It's great to be here. Cindy and I go way back, and I'm so happy for you. Heartfelt congratulations, Cindy.
I also want to give a nod to the chat. There are quite a few people who either came in late or maybe I didn't catch their numbers. So please take a look there and see who else you can connect with here. But for now, I'll hand it off to Jimmy Hatton Colpick. Thank you very much for your time.
What a special day. Cindy, I am going to try to share a screen. I tried to figure out how I could make this as engaging as possible for us as a group to reflect on why we're here today and everything that has happened because of the leadership and what you've brought to our profession. I'm so thankful you've been able to hear from all the people that are recipients and have of the work you've done. And I'm going to spend a little time highlighting that, I hope, as we talk through your introduction today. As we know, Paul Parker was a legendary leader in our profession, and all of us together have benefited because of that. And when we gather together once a year to reflect on what that means, it's such a humbling honor to be together and hear of the legacy he has brought to our profession. And when I think about the opportunity today to talk about Cindy and how she is carrying forward the messages and the values that he brought into our program, it makes me especially happy. And I'm so thankful that we can talk about some of these today with Cindy. I think about her as someone who has always been an individual motivated by challenge and purpose. Cindy has never shied away from any challenge. And when you look over her accomplishments throughout her entire professional career, I was so surprised to see some of the names and activities. So I wanted to show those to you a bit or talk a bit about them. Cindy's residency project in the 90s was looking at breast milk transfer of drugs, looking at alprazolam in human breast milk. I mean, okay, so there's one spot. How many of you knew that Cindy ever did work like this? You know, she also worked with Lisa Cassis. She was a research assistant with Lisa Cassis, who is our current vice president of research at the University of Kentucky. Here she is, this young girl coming into pharmacy school saying, hey, yeah, I'll work with these people. I'll start looking at these innovative activities and do work in this space. And that was way back in the early 90s. She actually has a paper even as late as 2007 published in Clinical Pharmacology and Therapeutics, which is an extremely progressive journal in the area of science at the bedside, on ontogeny of dextromethorphan O and N-demethylation in the first year of life. Wow. Science at the bedside, Cindy. You were doing it long before the rest of us even understood it. She has work in mouse models and has even a chapter in Shintag and Evans' book on applied pharmacokinetics and pharmacodynamics. Now, I'm just thinking to myself, here is a young woman starting out in pharmacy, getting her BS, getting her PharmD, doing residency, makes the decision to go into a fellowship for 2 years to get advanced training. And the whole first part of her journey, she took on challenges, she saw a purpose, and she was transforming pediatric care using pharmacology, pharmacokinetics, and science at the bedside to build that evidence. But of course, that wasn't enough for Cindy because she has other things besides her commitment to high ideals and excellence in patient care. She is also a visionary. Cindy started a vision of all these activities way back when she joined the faculty at the University of Arkansas Medical Science College of Pharmacy. She was someone who led an objective structured clinical examinations and helping us understand how OSCEs can be designed and how we can assess these clinical skills. But even before that, I had to give a shout out for a 1992 poster with Ken Record on documenting the effect of clinical pharmacy services on quality assurance of criteria-based antimicrobial programs. Stewardship, anybody? Way back when, this girl was already working with Ken Record and the whole group at Kentucky down this path. Visionary, leadership, innovation. She took those same qualities to build out an interprofessional program on her and design and work with others within the regional campus programs at Arkansas, worked very hard in the residency program development and design. And when she joined the college of the Sullivan College of Pharmacy, she started working with the Kentucky State Pharmacy Organization to explore how we can expand our practice. She published an article about our perceptions of what the barriers were to keep us from doing protocol-driven care in the state of Kentucky and was recognized for her professional promotions through the award from the Kentucky Pharmacist Association on these activities in 2018. Truly a remarkable visionary leader who always was taking on challenges, pushing those things forward to innovate and change the areas where she worked. But I think what we know her for mostly, some of us may not have realized all the pharmacology and therapeutics that is in her background. Cindy is truly an academy transformer. She has really changed the way we think about how we assess clinical care, educate our students, and change those programs. One of her nominators commented, Dr. Stowe has been one of the pioneers in the country in the use of objective structured clinical exams and using simulation and actors for real life scenarios. She collaborated with colleagues to standardize patient program and clinical skills center at the UAMS. She is an invaluable leader of a team that developed these programs and allowed UAMS College of Pharmacy to become nationally recognized as a leader in these teaching and testing methods. And these things happened before Cindy came back to take on the helm as the dean. In fact, in 2014, the UAMS established the Cindy D. Stowe Award for Excellence in Clinical Skills because of the work that she did in pioneering and changing the academy. This same work that she was recognized for relative to the OSCEs was acknowledged by the American Association of Colleges of Pharmacy for her Award of Excellence in Assessment in 2015, her charming feedback program in authentic assessment. Clearly, her work in transforming the academy is not done. She continues to have impact on the CAPE Education Outcomes Revision Committee, where her work serves as a guide and template for curricular assessment in colleges of pharmacy across the country. She continues to be member and serves as chair for AACP Institutional Research and Assessment Committee. She is an AACP nominating committee member and secretary of Knowledge Management Council on the deans of AACP. Clearly, there can be no question that she has displayed and continues to display the sustained contribution to our profession in practice, teaching, and her research programs in the area of educational advancement. But all of those accolades, as special as they are, they're really not as powerful as that personal impact of Cindy. You've heard some from those on the call, and I continue to be touched by the fact that she remains an invested, compassionate, and committed mentor. One of her nominators wrote, Cindy works tirelessly to engage and encourage students and her residents to obtain a strong foundation of knowledge enhanced by skills, behaviors that are necessary to adapt to the changing care environment. She has been a recipient of the Most Outstanding Teacher Award and continues to demonstrate advanced character in helping people understand how to stay abreast of changing demands in leadership. And that has been a part of her life. She continues to do that with me. She tells me books to read, and I learn something new from Cindy on a regular basis. I'm very grateful for that. So I want to sum up what I think really demonstrates the heart of who she is by a paper that she published in the American Journal of Pharmaceutical Education in June of 2020 with her colleagues. Recognizing the challenges of faculty and the academy at large, Cindy partnered with other colleagues to write the following information and encouraging statements. She was addressing the concept of fulfilling the tripartite mission. That's hard enough. During a pandemic, as a sitting dean, she realized faculty and all of us are struggling. Her colleagues concluded this dynamic paper with the following. Finding the right path forward may well be found by each of us asking, how can I show up to care about and support the people around me? Take in and share information, collectively solve problems. In order to move forward, we need to be patient with our colleagues, our students, our patients, and ourselves. We need to avoid making judgment on how our colleagues choose to show up. Everyone deals with loss differently, and the worst is always the loss that's your own. She guides us to think about avoiding comparisons, make space for differences amongst our colleagues, stay focused on our similarities and our connectedness, and we will find the silver lining and the bright future. Her passion to encourage the personal and professional growth of others continues and will continue to transform all that we are as a profession. And I'm so excited, Cindy, that you're going to be receiving one of these. And with that, I would like to introduce to everyone and welcome our 201, our Paul F. Parker Award winner. Welcome, Cindy. Congratulations. Thanks for all you do.
Thanks, Jimmy. I think Amanda sent me a private message. I think we've got at least one more introduction that was overlooked.
I just wanted to take a moment to introduce R86, who is also our 2017 Paul Parker Award winner.
This is not R86, but this is Bob Kuhn, P86.
Oh, P86.
Congratulations, Cindy. And my claim to fame is that I had Cindy on rotation, and I think it was a deciding moment in her life that she kind of decided to move forward in her career, and I'm so proud of her.
Well, thank you all, my partners in crime, and it's just really humbling to be here. So thank you so much for that introduction, Jimmy. It was more than I might be able to handle. This residency program to me prides itself on excellence in the practice of pharmacy. And to me, many pharmacists across the country think when they hear the University of Kentucky, they think about this program. So with that in mind, and given the pandemic, I want to begin by thanking those in the audience and those unable to attend who are on the front lines in providing care to patients and families directly affected by COVID-19. I hope that each of you care for yourselves with the same kindness that you do your patients, your family, your friends, your colleagues, and your students. In times like these, a strong network of connection is important, and acts of kindness for others and yourself go a long way in restoring your energy to engage in this meaningful work. To the selection committee, previous Parker Award recipients, thank you for selecting me for this esteemed recognition. The fact that there's a pandemic keeping us from gathering in person is consistent for me in expecting that one day I would receive this award. It's really surreal. I'm not one that seeks the spotlight. In fact, I really prefer in most instances to stay in the background and, you know, stay engaged, but not be out front. This level of recognition is a bit uncomfortable. It's humbling, and most importantly, it's shared, I think, with all those of you that have contributed to my career along the way. My selection seems to represent a generational bridge in terms to the reach of Paul Parker's legacy. I believe that I'm the first recipient that didn't have a personal relationship with Paul. I started my pre-pharmacy coursework at the University of Kentucky in 1985, about a year after Paul retired. And I graduated from the college with a BS in pharmacy in December of 1990, the inaugural year of this event. So maybe to Kip, I guess I'm not just triple Kentucky, I think I'm quadruple if you count my BS and my PharmD and 2 years of residency. I just couldn't get enough. So I attended my first Parker Luncheon in 1992 as a PGY2 resident. I guess back then, just lucky to have a second clinical year. And since that time, I've attended many luncheons over the years. And I think what I've appreciated more than anything is learning about Paul and his vision and how broad reaching it was. The stories from former recipients of the Parker recognition, as well as from his colleagues and former residents that all knew him so well. So it's in some measure his legacy that draws us, this family of residents and mentors, to this event. For me, this event symbolizes the connection that we have to our past, our formative experiences that bond us together as friends and colleagues, the reconnecting with the people that have seen us in moments of struggle, of youthful hard-headedness, of which I've had several doses, and those who have patiently and sometimes not so patiently lifted us up and who have set us straight. The formative years that have propelled us in large measure out into the world to sustain this legacy, while all the time knowing we're not alone. This renewal of relationships with my residency mates that overlap my 2 years has sustained my professional life in many, many ways. My path to the residency was in itself not well planned, and maybe typifies my whole entire career. I'm confident that if I were finishing my PharmD today, like I did in 1991, I would not be a member of this legacy. So thank you to all those people that ranked me and accepted me into this residency. And a special thank you to Jimmy Hatton. I've told her the story of my residency interview from my perspective, and I'm sure it wasn't memorable at all to her, but the abbreviated version here is that Jimmy pulled me aside at the end of the interview day and looked me in the eyes, and she said, "Cindy, if I'd known your grades were that bad, I would have addressed that inconsistency that I saw from rotation when I wrote your residency letters for recommendation." Now, those of you that know Jimmy can hear her saying that to me. So, you know, this directness is a trademark of her care and commitment. She was right. My didactic performance left a lot to be desired. Jimmy, I've always admired your willingness to tell it like it is. I now use a quote from Brené Brown to sum it up. Clear is kind, unclear is unkind. Your kindness made an impression on me. Thank you for not shying away from a difficult conversation or many difficult conversations with me, helping me learn to be vulnerable while becoming comfortable in my own skin. Thank you. So as I finished my PharmD in spectacular fashion, my goal was to specialize in internal medicine. Well, that changed after I did rotations in general peds and the neonatal intensive care unit. Bob Kuhn saw potential in me. He invested in pushing me to become the best version of myself. Thank you, Bob, for embracing the challenge of transforming me into an excellent pharmacist, trained to care for students and children, and to grow my own voice. I recognize it was not an easy task, as I have run into my fair share of students and residents that I catch a glimpse of myself in, as you must have seen in me. Thank you for always having my back, even when it was clear I had made another poor decision. My guess is that path was hot from your office to RAPS. So my approach throughout my career has been to learn from the best, become better, and always be willing to pass it on. My career is a patchwork of those who have taken the time to make me better. And as I've said, you're numerous, and I've gotten the opportunity to highlight just a couple of people here today. My parents laid a great foundation of values and beliefs that sustain me to this day. I am the same kid that left home at 18 to tackle the unknown. As a first-generation college student at a university I'd never even visited before I said yes, and to a degree plan to become a pharmacist without a clue as to why this path. I had just the right mix of ignorance and optimism, and those values, beliefs, and an attitude to lean into college and residency experience to come out prepared for future opportunities that I could not imagine. I recognize today the impact those years have had in preparing me, and I'm immeasurably grateful for the investment of so many in my life. I say all the time that I'm the luckiest person I know. I have a loving family that keeps me on the right path, a collection of diverse and caring friends that challenge and support me to become a better person, and I have a career that's a calling. I get to engage in meaningful, impactful work each and every day. There's a quote from Hunter Thompson that I think sums it up best. Life should not be a journey to the grave with the intention of arriving safely in a pretty, well-preserved body, but rather to skid in broadside in a cloud of smoke, thoroughly used up, totally worn out, and loudly proclaiming, "Wow, what a ride." So with this in mind, and knowing that this is a Lifetime Achievement Award, much to my dismay, I have a sense of urgency based on what I see in the pharmacy profession. I believe if I could have a conversation with Paul Parker today, that we would agree on this. The profession that we love finds itself at a crossroads, the likes of which has not happened in generations. Paul's generation set in motion the investment in transforming pharmacy practice with a focus in the institutional setting. And I believe that we must double down on our efforts to chart a path to realize the same value in all settings where pharmacy is practiced, and in particular in community-based settings. We must mind the gap that has been created within this profession between institutional and community pharmacy practice. We must put much effort into community-based pharmacy practice that has been put into institutional practice over the last 50 or 60 years. So my call to action today is to leverage the leadership within this residency program to influence initiatives, develop and implement solutions within the academy and pharmacy practice environments to ensure that those who have chosen this great profession have a clear role on the interprofessional healthcare team to advance the health and wellness of citizens where they live in their communities. Thank you guys all for being here today, and I look forward to the day that we can visit face to face and that I can catch up with each one of you individually. Stay healthy and take care, and if you have time to stick around, I'd love to say hi to you individually if it's possible. So again, I'm so grateful for this award. I'm so grateful for everybody that drugged me along the way through the residency and all the other experiences I've gotten to embrace. I think Jimmy's right. I have the right amount of hard-headedness and sheer determination that I just see a bright future for pharmacy, and I think this group of individuals are well positioned to help make a difference. So don't doubt your reach. Thank you.
Let's all give a virtual round of applause for Dean Stowe from wherever you are. Congratulations, Dean Stowe. So this concludes the official portion of our event today. We do have time to move into breakout rooms, which we will do momentarily. I just want to remind everyone that we can move you around in the breakout rooms. So if you want to say hi to some friends, there will be a moderator in each of the rooms, and you can let them know that you'd like to move around and say hello. to whomever you'd like to talk to. And I will also be moving Dean Stowe around to each of the rooms because I know everyone's eager to say hello to her and congratulate her on this award. So we will all get a chance to do that here in a second. So if you will accept your breakout room assignments, we will be on our way.